And here we have it, Booktube, pure algorithmic Viagra. Hello, my name's Gavin, this is Genre Books, and this is the 14th of my bookshelf exploration excavations. There are some chunky books today, and the shelf was only double stacked instead of triple stacked for a change. So it's a shorter video and we can all get on with our lives. But let's get started. The Hot 500,000 by Robert Chapman. A couple of Dennis Wheatley books. We have Dangerous Inheritance and The Rape of Venice. A reference book, The Penguin Guide to Superstitions of Britain and Ireland. Neil Gaiman graphic novel, The Books of Magic. It's from the Sandman universe, which I think is their way of saying the Sandman isn't in this. And now some books from the Great Writers series. This was a series I was collecting when I was 13, 14 years old. Every fortnight there would be a magazine with the attached novel. And I think I've got them all. Most of them are in a different part of the country. A few here, and the magazines, I reckon, are long gone. I do see volumes from this collection in second-hand bookshops every now and then, and they hold up quite well. But people do seem to think they're some sort of classic collection and price them accordingly, when in reality they were very cheaply made as part of a magazine series. But Vile Bodies from Evelyn Waugh. Selections from The Diary of Samuel Pepys. Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. The War of the Worlds from H.G. Wells. The Pilgrim's Progress, John Bunyan. The Voyage of the Beagle from Charles Darwin. And Ivanhoe from Sir Walter Scott. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn from Mark Twain. A Nobel Prize winner, Jing Zhangao, Soul Mountain. 2 volumes from the Folio Society, which I did make use of during my recent Shakespeare trawl through Shakespeare's histories. And that is The History of England, Early Medieval England, M.T. Clancy, and England in the Middle Ages, Later Middle Ages from M.H. Keane. More Folio Society with Robert Graves, 2 volumes of the Greek myths. So nice matching covers, and with the occasional illustration. And here we have it, Booktube, pure algorithmic Viagra, the Latin American debt crisis, the City of London, and the 1822 to 1825 loan bubble. And if you've just picked yourself up off the floor, be prepared to grab hold of something, because we follow that up with Northern Europe in the early modern period, the Baltic world, 1492 to 1772 by David Kirby. From the Bodley Head, and a little faded on the spine, but a great looking book, The Gardens of Epicurus from Anatole France. A 2-volume biography of Edgar Rice Burroughs. The slipcase has got a hole in it, if you can see that. It was remaindered. That's a travesty. But this is it. Edgar Rice Burroughs, The Man Who Created Tarzan, by Erwin Porges. So there we have, I think, the first Tarzan story in the All Story pulp magazine. On the back cover of Volume 1, one of the John Carter Barsoom books in the Amazing Stories Annual. There are pictures all the way through this biography, and this does look really comprehensive. Also has an introduction from Ray Bradbury. Volume 2, also with John Carter on the front cover this time, and Tarzan, the Jaws of Opar on the back. But this is it is definitely comprehensive. There looks to be like 200 pages of notes in this, and the whole thing is nearly 1,300 pages long. So I've read 7 or 8 Burroughs books by now. I will get to this, but I do think I'm going to read a few more so that what I do read has more relevance. To my shame, I have not read Tarzan, but he is on my list for next year. He's going to the Earth's core. And a little bit more science fiction to wind up today's video. The Difference Engine from William Gibson and Bruce Sterling, so 2 masters of cyberpunk going all steampunk. And science fiction non-fiction. This is Science Fiction in Dimension by Alexei and Corey Panshin. 2nd edition, revised and enlarged. The first book of science fiction criticism, as mind-bending as science fiction itself. But that's it. Like I said, a short video this week. Be thankful. We may be back to normal service next week. But until then, bye.